everyone, welcome back to Vlogmas, day number 3. Today is Thursday. We're on 7:15 in the morning, so I've only just got up really. I had a quick shower, came downstairs, made a coffee, made Oliver's lunch. Oliver's the only one who's having lunch being made today. Alfie has school dinner anyway, and Oscar's still off school because of the 48-hour rule. You know, when you're sick or got diarrhea, you have to be off 48 hours from the last sickness, basically. So yeah, so he's still off school. I've woken up pretty early for a 2-kid school run. There was no need to wake up this early, but I did anyway, and I had a very nice night's sleep. I went to sleep very early. It was like 9:30, something like that. I've got a very croaky voice because I have just woken up. I haven't even had a sip of coffee yet. Yeah, I had a very early night because of not having much sleep yesterday night, you know what I mean. So yeah, so I went to bed early, and so I woke up early, and I got up and I've pottered around, and now I'm talking to you. But I'm gonna drink this coffee and waken up a little bit, and then I'll speak to you when I'm more alive. So Alfie's up, and I'm just making his breakfast. He's having toast with Nutella, basically, or cheap Nutella. So I'm making his. You're a bit low down there, but that's what I'm doing. He's the only one up at this minute in time. On 10 to 8, so they need to get up in a minute. I'll go over 2. There we go. Yummy. Chocolate spread on toast. So that's Alfie got his breakfast, and I've got a few things to do now. I need to defrost the car because it's a big bowl of ice. I need to put their bags in the car. I need to fill up their water bottles, things like that. And yeah, get out the door after that. So yeah, I've lit my Advent candle, and I need to burn it for longer. So what I've decided to do is burn it in the morning and at night. So because it hasn't even passed number 1 yet, and we're on day 3 of Vlogmas, but we're actually not. We haven't really started day 1, so I'm trying to burn it down to day 1 for tomorrow, which is the 1st of December, and yeah, continue from there. For you it won't be on the right date, but never mind. Look at this little dog. Look at this little dog. So yeah, I'll talk to you later, because I've got a few things that I got an email this morning about something I'd ordered. I'll tell you when I get back from the school run, it'll be easier, because I've got a few things to get done, like defrosting the car and water bottles, getting these kids out of bed. Alfie's usually the good one who gets out of bed and gets up early. Anyway, I am gonna go. I'm gonna drink my coffee, defrost the car, all that jazz, and then I'll talk to you when I'm back from the school run. See you later. Hi everyone, I've done the school run now. It's a bit later on. Oscar's at my dad's because then he doesn't have to go on all the school runs. So yeah, he's at my dad's, and then it gives me an opportunity to at least leave the house. I am absolutely starving. Have you ever noticed in like really cold weather you feel more hungry? Every like December, January time, I cannot get through the morning without wanting something to eat, which usually I don't eat breakfast or lunch usually. Yeah, in normal weather, in normal warm weather, I can go pretty much until dinner time without even feeling hungry. I'm just putting up there. What really annoys me about this house, they put the empty packet back in the cupboard. Anyway, yeah, so I'm peckish, and it's only the morning. I don't know what to have. I might consider walking down to the shop and getting like a sandwich or a wrap or something. I don't have much in the house, so I could have a wander down there. I wanted to take Maisie out for a walk, but she won't behave herself outside the shop, so I might have to go to the shop, go get my lunch, eat the lunch, then take Maisie out for a walk. So I've decided not to walk to the shop and spend money on food. I've put some bacon in the air fryer, so I'm gonna have a bacon sandwich. I think I might have it toasted with brown sauce and butter, which is not usual for me, but I just need all the calories. I'm starving. I'm really, really hungry. It is definitely the cold weather that makes me just want to eat loads or sleep loads. I want to hibernate in December, which is not great for Vlogmas, which brings me on to the fact that I am just really not feeling very Christmassy. I am not festive at all. I kind of want to push the Christmas tree shopping for another week or two. Controversial in this family. The kids won't be happy if I did that. But I like the room as it is at the minute. You know, it's bright and airy, and there's no Christmas stuff like clogging it up. I'm really not feeling it. It's not very good for Vlogmas, is it, when I'm supposed to be festive and all cheery, and it's like, Vlogmas, yay. No, I'm like, please, I don't want it to be Christmas. I don't know what's up with me this year. I mean, usually I'm quite a festive kind of person. I love Christmas, but this year I am not feeling it. But anyway, yeah, not feeling it. I can't say anything more about that. I don't want to completely put a downer on Vlogmas, so yeah, I'll stop saying that I'm not festive. I'll just carry on. Anyway, I got an email today from the company that I ordered a love seat from. So I've ordered a love seat for this room. I'm going to move this sofa into the back room. Get rid of that really old brown one. I hate it. Like, I hate that brown. We've had it since we first moved into our old house. So we're looking at like 14 years, something like that. So we've had it quite a few years. And it's all like falling apart, and there's bits falling off it, and the recliner things don't work. So it's just falling apart, basically. So I'm going to move this sofa into there, because I find this room very cluttered. I can't get to my full display cabinet thing. Two of the, like, the bottom two holes, shelves, can't really be seen, and they're not used very much, and I just thought we needed a smaller seat in here. So bear with me, I'll show you. My neighbour that lives directly in front of me must think I am absolutely crazy videoing myself. He's looking out of his window currently at me, and it's very awkward. Anyway, this is the sofa. It's a bit of a mess. I haven't straightened the cushions out or anything, but yeah, I just find it too cluttered. It's like the doorway is like small, and I love the sofa. It's just a bit big with that. So these came with changeable covers. So I bought well, I didn't buy, they came with it, a dark blue set and a cream set, which is on now. So I'm going to change this sofa's covers to blue, and yeah, so it can go in the back room. It'd be nice in the back room, more cozy in there with a bigger sofa, comfier sofa. And I've got a love seat, which I won't tell you its colour, but I've got a love seat for in here. It's definitely smaller. So I've got a love seat that is smaller than this, that will sit there, and then it will end about here, and that's going in the back room, I think. And then I'm going to get like a small side table for that, and then I can get to all of this, which I need to dust and sort out before we put Christmas decorations up. So I wasn't going to tell you any of that just yet, because I ordered it, this love seat, and it said the estimated delivery time was the 20th of January. So I was just not going to say anything until it came, or, you know, closer to the time. Anyway, I got a dispatch notification last night. So, yeah. I don't know when it's coming yet, because I have to book a delivery with the delivery people. So it might be a later delivery because of them, not the company having it in stock. I'm unsure yet, but basically, if it's delivered, or they want to deliver it in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have to get rid of that brown sofa pretty sharpish, get this one in there, changed its covers and stuff, and yeah, all before Christmas. I didn't expect to have to do that. I thought, oh, I've got, Christmas will happen, and then I will deal with the sofa situation in January. But no. So, or maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I got a dispatch notification. So yeah, it's going to look really nice in there because it obviously fits. I've measured it. And it'll be like dark blue, and this, I've sort of changed my mind about this room having dark blue sofas now. So I'm going to have a spare, obviously this cover will come off, and then I'll go get it dry cleaned, and that would be the spare one for this one. And then there will be, there's another spare blue one for this one when it's blue in there. And also our footstooly thing, that has a spare cover that's blue as well. So it could either go in there with that one, or be in here, depending on what we need. So yeah, and it was quite cheap, the love seat. Like, very cheap. It wasn't expensive. So, that's good. Anyway, checking on my bacon. So anyway, I'm going to eat this bacon, because bacon sandwich. I'm going to make my toast now because I'm starving. I'll see you in a bit. Just while my toast toasts, I thought I'd give you an interesting fact about my house. Interesting fact of the day. That room, the fridge room as I call it, it's currently colder than the fridge. Definitely colder, because when I go in there and like put my hand in the fridge room, it's like very cold, like freezing. But when I put it in the fridge, it's not as cold in the fridge. It must be on about 3 or 4 degrees, the fridge, I think. Yeah, I think it's on 3 or 4 degrees. But it must be colder in that room. I'm going to put a temperature thing in and find out. Anyway, it's really useful for, this is what I was going to say, rather than just giving you a random fact about my fridge room. What I was going to say, it's really useful for Christmas drinks. So all mixers and all that jazz. You don't have to find room in your fridge at Christmas. You just put it in that room. And yeah, it cools it without it being robbed. Not like anybody's going to rob my tonic water, but you know, useful. So much pressure when you're videoing yourself buttering your toast. So much pressure to get it right. Right, I am going to enjoy this and put some telly on while I do. And then it's walkie times for Maisie. Walkie times for Maisie. And to put all that washing away. She knows I'm not going for a walk at the minute because she knows I'm going to eat this. She's not daft, isn't Maisie? So I'm off out with Maisie for a walk now. Not like I'm in the mood for a frosty walk, but she wants to go out, so let's take her out. And I feel much brighter after my bacon sandwich. It was really nice, so I do feel a little bit better now. But yes, I'm gonna go out in the freezing cold weather, when in reality all I want to do is go back to bed, but that's not an option. So let's take Maisie out on a little walk. Hi everyone, it is a little bit later now. We got back from our walk about an hour ago, an hour and a half ago actually. Maisie's tired out. She was asleep a second ago. Said her name, didn't I? So we came back and I've just been sat here. I spoke to my dad on the phone. Oscar was sick again, so he won't be going to school tomorrow. We think he might stay with my dad, so then he doesn't have to do the early morning school runs in the freezing cold. If he's not feeling very well, it's not great that he's dragged out first thing in the morning. So yeah, he is still at my dad's. Mark is finished work, he's on his way home. He'll be about 20-25 minutes, something like that. And we've decided to go and collect the boys together, so he's going to come back. We're going to take my car to collect the boys from school. Yeah, I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, this afternoon I've had a right job. I've had 2 quotes for 2 jobs that we need doing. The power wash of the central heating system, that came up at 600 quid. 600 quid. And I'm not convinced, in all fairness, that that's the problem. It's just that the man who checked the radiator and boiler wasn't convinced himself, and he told me so. He was like, we'll see if that works, and then if that's not the case, it'll be something wrong with the piping. But in the meantime, I have to pay 600 quid for a job that might not work, so I'm not convinced about that. Also, there's a brand new filter. I say brand new. I didn't put it on, so it must have just been put on before we moved in. By the old owners, a filter on their boiler, and typically, even he said typically when they fit a filter, they do a power wash of the central heating system. So if it's fairly new, it should have already been done recently, fairly recently. So I'm not convinced about that, but I'll think about it. And oh god, the roofing quote. I don't think I've told you about my roof. So, did I tell you about it? I don't know if I told you about it. Basically, upstairs in me and Mark's bedroom, we have some damp, penetrating damp, coming from outside in. And what's caused it, what I noticed when it was really raining, was there's a drip coming from the soffits. Now, the soffit shouldn't have drips through it. It shouldn't even see water, basically, because it's on the underside of your bottom of your roof, basically. And yeah, there was like a drip of water, so I was like, there must be something wrong with the roof or the valley gutter. That how do I describe a valley gutter? I'll show you, hang on. Right, so I'm using the neighbour's house as my example. Can you see where the bay window, and there's obviously the roof is sticking out on the bay, and to connect that bay window roof to the main roof, there's a thing that goes down to the main plastic gutters. That's a valley gutter. So the valley goes into the main guttering system, and because the drip is just under that connection, in the corner where the drip is coming down from the soffits, which shouldn't have dripping, that dripping is hitting our wall, and it's made the external wall damp, which is going through the entire wall into the internal wall. Sorry, I've got a bit of a tickly cough, so I had to pause while I just coughed. Anyway, dripping, external wall. It's gone into the internal wall, so my plaster was all damp. Now we had to take the wallpaper off, and we've like aired the room and kept it nice and warm, but have the windows open to air it out, and it's now not damp, although you can see where the damp was. It's not mouldy or anything, there's no mould damp, it's just it's damp. It's wet, the wall is wet, but it hasn't grown anything horrible, so we've caught it in time, I think, because the plaster hasn't failed or anything. It's it looks as though we don't need to replace the plaster, we just need to dry it out. Anyway, we got a roof around because I was like, it must be something to do with the valley gutter, and it is. The roofer said He said that the valley gutter needs replacing, and it's old fiberglass and he can't see what's wrong with it because it cracks in certain places and you don't know where the cracks are. Anyway, it needs to be replaced with lead, and a full replacement of one of those valley gutters costs quite a lot. And also we noticed that my ridge tiles need bedding in concrete, and repointing and all that. You don't even want to know what the quote was. It's painful. I'm going to have a few more quotes because I hate paying that. It was £2,360. That's including scaffolding. But God, what a cost. So I got these two quotes one after another. I got an email with the £2,000, 2,300, 400 basically, 2,400 for me roof. And then Mark rang and told me 600 quid for a power clean of my central heating system. And it's 30 December, no wonder I'm not in the festive mood, because just things are costing a fortune. And it's Christmas, so that's costing a fortune. Anyway, I'm going to get a different roof around, get a few more quotes, see if anybody is willing to repair the valley gutter instead of completely replace it. See if anybody's more skilled at that. I mean, this man is skilled, but he seems to be the type that is like, let's replace everything and go new. It's like, no, not if it's going to cost me £2,000. Anyway, bearing in mind it's just that little ridge. It's not, you know what I mean, that little valley. It's not like the whole tiles. And the ridge tiles are going to stay the same. But they just need to be bedded in more cement because the cement's failing. You know what I mean. Anyway. So, yeah. What an afternoon. This afternoon could have cost me like £3,000. I can just feel my extension slipping away slowly. Don't get me started on the increase in mortgage costs next year. That'll just send everybody depressed. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later.
It's better.
Hi.
No.
We're sat in bed because we went out for tea. We went to the local restaurant pub, and on the way back from picking Oliver up, because we had nothing in. We've not got a huge amount of food in, although my freezer's full. So there's nothing in the freezer that we can make a meal from without buying extra. So I'm going to go through the freezer tomorrow and build a meal plan to get rid of most of the freezer. So, but tonight we had nothing to eat, so we decided to go to the local pub and have a little pub meal, which was lovely. And Oscar's still at Dad's because he can't go to school tomorrow. He's been sick again, so yeah, he's still there. And yeah, we decided that I would come to bed and edit here. And Mark's just watching a couple of YouTube videos, and then he's going to go to sleep in a minute. Because He's at work first thing, as per usual. He works at 4, but has to get up at 3. So yes, Maisie thinks I'm talking to her again. By the way, she's right here, looking at me going, who are you talking to? I want to give her a cuddle. Anyway, I'm editing. I need to edit every day now. So I'm editing Vlogmas Day 2, which I think was yesterday for you and yesterday for me. So that's what I'm doing at the minute. And then I am going to sit and watch something for an hour and then go to sleep myself, because I'm still quite tired. It takes a while to get over having lack of sleep. It takes a few days to sort of right yourself. Usually I just go to bed an hour earlier than I usually do when I've had like a bad night, and after a couple of days I'm fine. So anyway, I am going to end the vlog for today. I will see you again tomorrow because it's Vlogmas. Thank you very much for watching this video, but I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Bye. Say bye, Maisie. Bye, over and out from Maisie. Bye.